Championship in sight. We catch up on today's highlights from Wimbledon.
Quiet, please. Play.
Good evening. On the centre court today, the men's semi-finals. The top 4 players in the world bidding for the world's greatest championship. What more could one ask?
Clint Eastwood playing it for laughs on BBC Two shortly as a travelling showman, Bronco Billy. There's a big show to be had here on BBC One now. Live from Chicago, a spectacular kick-off to the 1994 World Cup.
Good evening. It's definitely on. Just 52 games to go in the 1994 World Cup finals. Seems like only a few weeks ago we were humming along to Pavarotti.
Honours on BBC Two as Des Lynam introduces the start after BBC's coverage of Wimbledon 94.
To you from Wimbledon on the first day of these 1994 championships. We're looking forward to 2 great weeks of tennis here. Now, the most important piece of information on this first day, indeed on any day at Wimbledon, is what is the weather like. Well, I can tell you it's pretty good. It's not very sunny, but it's dry, and the forecasters tell us we will have an uninterrupted day of tennis here, which means we'll be going right through till 8:30 for you this evening on one channel or another. Tennis, we hope, all the way on this opening day. And I'm sure that these scenes you're seeing now are very familiar to you if you're a tennis fan and you've been watching Wimbledon with us down the years. Those are the outside courts on which play is due to begin in the next minute or two, and we'll have action for you straight away on court 14. And there you see the show courts in the foreground, court number 1, and then centre court just behind it. And the defending champion, Pete Sampras, will begin the defence of that title, as tradition underlines, at 2 o'clock on that court today. And we'll be concentrating on those 2 main courts from 2 o'clock and on the outside courts in a moment or two. Now, 4 men who've lifted the coveted men's title here will be in act, but we will certainly do our level best.
World Cup Grandstand from the Big Apple. After their defeat by Ireland, the Italians can't afford to lose, while Norway is looking to cement automatic entry into the second round. Italy versus Norway, tonight at 9 on BBC Two.
Hello, 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 good afternoon. Now, if you're watching us at Wimbledon on a mini television, today this menu is for you.
Now on BBC One, the 6 o'clock news with Anna Ford and Andrew Harvey.
The Royal Yacht Britannia, a symbol of the monarchy around the world for 40 years, is to be decommissioned. Britannia may not be replaced. It's also been agreed that the Queen will pay for private use of the aircraft of the Queen's flight. 2 British tourists kidnapped in Kashmir have been released unharmed. They're said to be in high spirits. The Education Secretary, John Patton, has apologised and paid undisclosed damages to a chief education officer he described as a nutter. And CDs are fairly priced, despite all the complaints, says the Monopolies Commission. Good evening. The Royal Yacht
there between Agassi and Crickstein continues now on BBC Two, but in the meantime we're just going to bring you up to date with the match currently going on Court 1, and it's still on serve. Martin Dam leading 9-8 in the 5th and final set. And there's been a lot of seeds going out throughout these championships, but Pete Sampras is still there. He will be playing later on today against Chuck Adams. But we've had a very hot and humid day at Wimbledon. Hopefully we'll be better off tomorrow. Bye for now.
BBC One looks forward to an afternoon of sport right now, with Grandstand introduced from Wimbledon by Des Lynam.
Good morning. Day 6 of Wimbledon 94. Some terrific tennis in prospect here today. Now, of course, yesterday it was over 100 degrees on centre court. I still live in the Fahrenheit world, as many of you do, of course. And that was before the storms came, and you had to take the right sort of precaution. Now, something of a change today. This is the current temperature on pitch against Amos Mansdorf. You can continue to enjoy that and much, much more. And so far, we've had a good story here for Jeremy Bates. See you.
Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, they'll be sure to beat Norway.
The Republic of Ireland v Norway, live this afternoon, 5:25, BBC One.
Now on BBC Two, entertainment and action, highly strung at Wimbledon.
Welcome to ladies' quarter-finals day here at Wimbledon, and I'm pleased to say the weather is glorious once again. The sun will be shining throughout the afternoon, although it may get a little humid as the day goes on. But
30 this evening. Just to tell you that Pete Sampras, of course, is through to the men's final, and there he will play Goran Ivanisevic. It's all set for Sunday. Sampras winning today in 4 sets. Ivanisevic in 3 against Boris Becker. So the sport continues for you on BBC Two, cricket for the moment, and then tennis up till 8:30 as usual this Wimbledon. But here on One, we're coming to a close as far as the sport is concerned. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear Jack Charlton sing. When Irish hearts are happy, you know they're in the second round. And when Irish eyes are smiling, they'll give Holland the run around.
The Republic of Ireland v Holland, live, Monday, 4:50, BBC One.
And sporting highlights from Wimbledon Championships of 92 and 93 are now available on BBC Video.
The award-winning On the
Very good. Now some World Cup information for you. Sweden are leading Saudi. But just to close out, let's remind you of what's happened today in the mixed doubles. Todd Woodbridge and Helena Sukova, the number 4 seeds, beat TJ Middleton. He's known by his initials. And Laurie McNeil, who created one of the big shocks, of course, at Wimbledon right at the start by beating Steffi Graf. And then the champion again, Pete Sampras, first man since Becker to win for the second year. Pete Sampras has got another notch on that Wimbledon gun.
It's all over. Game, set, match, Sampras. 7-6, 7-6, 6 love.
The award-winning...
And just welcome to Grandstand and the third day's play from Lord's, where this week history has been made as South Africa returned to the home of cricket after 29 years in exile. Good morning. It's been an emotional time for stars both past and present, those on the field enjoying the occasion, others contemplating what might have been. Like Mike Proctor, the current team's coach. Barry Richards, but at least we had the privilege of seeing him play for Hampshire. And also Clive Rice, formerly of Nottinghamshire. 1965, the last South African tour and the last South African century here by one of the greats, Graham Pollock. And fittingly on Thursday, their captain Kepler Wessels marked his country's return with a battling 105. Now the stage is set for another exciting day's play, with England needing 17 runs to avoid the humiliation of being asked to follow on. We'll be there in just a moment.
4 seeds got through in the ladies to the ladies semi-finals. Will the same happen amongst the men tomorrow? We'll see midday tomorrow.